What's up, guys? I'm out in the woods today checking out the trail and thought I'd give you a little tips on the world and whatnot. This is north of San Francisco. It's called the Presidio, and here, let me flip the camera if I know how. Nope, I don't know how. Fuck. Okay, I got it. So what we see here is a log, and I don't know if it gets cleared, but this used to be a tree all the way up, but the chipmunks got to it. Chipmunks are a huge problem in this area. They really like to tear down these redwood trees. Redwoods are some of the tallest trees in the world because they keep growing. They never stop growing, just like my dick, you know. And chipmunks are a problem for my dick too, but that's another story. Some construction work going on here. But let's check this out. I'm not sure I'm supposed to be up here actually. I jumped this fence, but there's a golf course. See golfers out in the wild. Golfers, much like gophers, like to build dens along the water so that other beavers and such do not bother them. I'm kind of scared now because I haven't seen anybody on this trail, but I'm gonna keep walking. God, look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna pick it up. These things grow into these things. Now, all you gotta do is water it. But yeah, I thought I heard something, but I've yet to see any animals. We're gonna cross a spooky bridge right here. Let's be on the lookout for any crocs. No water. There's a drought here in California, so no water. Look at that. Look at that. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Neha. Happy birthday. A little late, but better late than never. It must be hot down in Houston as well. It's kind of hot here. These plants, these colorful plants, the reason they're so colorful is to evade predators. They like to camouflage into trees just by growing. The little chipmunks think they're trees, so they try to eat them, but they're not. They're poisonous plants. So if you ever see one of those, don't try to eat them. I see a bird there. I'm going the wrong way. I'm gonna walk back because I'm kind of spooked. Altitude up here is crazy, man. These trails were paved by the pioneers back in 1856. That's when they came up here in California. They're not that good actually, the trails. See how they're so small. Now, if I was an obese person, how would I cross this bridge? Tell me. If there's water down there, there's crocs down there, how would I cross this? Now, luckily for you and for me, I'm not obese. I hate obese people. Hate them. And one thing I always like to do when I'm out here is just imagine there were some dinosaurs up in here. Right? Could you imagine the Triceratops, Velociraptors, and whatnot? T-Rex, T-Swiss. Wow. I actually wish our society had some of them dinosaurs. It's too many people. You always hear about overpopulation and people problems. And you got some real assholes down in Texas. I heard about this one guy. Anyway, the reason for this overpopulation problem is when you go to the doctor, they just keep giving you hearts and lungs. You just tack them right on you. You have a problem with your lung, oh, you'll get a replacement, you know? You'll get a donor in a matter of no time. That's a problem. Back in 1800s, back in the pioneer days. If you got a problem, you died. You know, you got eaten. Back on the Oregon Trail. I played that game, I know. I know. I was practically there. I was tripped on a rock there. Could have died. This was me on the Oregon Trail with, you know, Lewis and Clark. I would have probably got eaten. That's because I think my skin is darker. I knew Lewis liked dark meat. I knew it from the moment I saw him. Him and Pocahontas. Golf trail over there. That's not real nature, that's fake nature. This is a real nature right here. Take a look at this tree. All those branches. One day will turn into trees. See how it's branching out? That's a word I like to use a lot, branching out. I'm branching out right here. You know? I'll pass this plant without talking about it. It is a flower. Purple flower they're called. Not really sure why. They are purple, but could have come up with a better name. I'm not the namer of things. If I was, I would have called it a blowtorch. A blowtorch flower. That's good. It reminds me of a blowtorch. Okay. Well, almost at the end now. Well, that's it for today's episode. Stay safe out there. Dinosaur guys, I'm gonna run the fuck out of here. I know I ended the episode a little early this time, but I'm gonna restart after that. It wasn't actually a dinosaur, it was just a chicken, but can never be too careful, especially out here in the woods where, you know, anything can happen. Anything. You never know. Can never be too sure. If you ever, here's a little tip for any of you adventurers, future nature guys, nature gals. We don't discriminate out in nature community, but I need to get my breath back. But what I was saying was, little tip. If you ever see an animal out in the wild, you have to create a barrier for it. They are deterred by barriers. Look at this. This was set up by me. See, those acorns are meant to trick you into thinking, oh, there's a harmless plant. No, it can kill you. Please don't eat an acorn. I tried one. I was out in the woods one day and 2 days without food. Oh, I could see where acorns everywhere growing out like this. I just seen a wild cat. Thought I'd show you guys my way back. I might want to step on it. But, well, I don't know who he belongs to, or she. If you see one of these, beat it.